Ocean Camera Space Corp. And we got Palma Marcos here in the stream, setting up the tripod, do a little movement of the camera here. August 30th, 2022. Okay, the tripod is set up. Ready to go the distance here, everybody. If you're looking at the screen, we got the, I believe, the test tank 7.1, magnificently and marvelously displayed here. It looks like the booster 7 is on hold. They lifted that table into place over there, and I will be going to get my umbrella. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'm set up. Able to see what's going on here. Hey, John. Morning. Again. Afternoon, actually. We are past the lunchtime here. The umbrella was nowhere to be found, but I did get to eat something, and I'm feeling good. I tilt this down a little bit, and I'm going to, it's going to allow me to do some other things here. I'm going to tilt down with the tripod here, just a moment. There we go. Got a really good shot of this. So we can see they have it sitting on these individual triangular type stilts, or I'm not sure what we would call that at the base there. Instead of being on like a stand or a platform, we can see the actual base here. So I guess in the next couple of days, or maybe they'll plan to do this test. Otherwise, next week. Yeah, Kiki links. This is a can crusher, I believe. So they're going to, that's what it's called, the can crusher. Somebody contacted me who I've worked with before. And they know somebody who might want a pool cleaned out. So I might have a pool gig coming up to clean a pool, and that would be a significant amount of work, but a significant amount of money as well. So that decreased the necessity to rush to the temp agency today to look for work. Yeah, I believe it was hooked up to the can crusher before as well. I'm not sure if this is some type of new can crusher or what, but it looks like this is a larger structure that we have here. Oh shoot. Let me know if we still have video and audio. I may have messed up the stream here by touching the top of the iPhone. So let me know if we still got 5x5 video and audio, everybody. I may have messed it up. If you see a black screen, that's my fault. All good? Thanks. Good stuff. Good to hear. Thank you. I got the sun almost directly overhead here, so there's got a lot of glare. Yeah, it's a lot of glare on the screen here, so it's hard to see a little bit the questions. If you would like to buy me a new umbrella, yes, it would be about $5 at the Walmart. About $5 if you want to donate to the channel. We have a donate. We got super stickers. Yep, that's correct. Daniel, why would I think Elon? Why would you think that? Let me scroll back here. Noob. Hey, Noob. Good to see you. Basement shut-in. Nice to see you. Yeah, if anyone knows the answer to Daniel's question, feel free to type it here in the chat. Type away in the chat here. That's what we have it for. Hey, George from Greece. Nice to see you. Yeah, no road closure today so far. Basement shut-in, thank you. Umbrella and lunch money on me. Thank you. That's awesome. Good. Crossroads gave a little bit earlier today too, so you both combined and made today doable. Thank you. And a new umbrella, so I'll be getting a new umbrella today actually. Thank you. Basement shut-in. Yeah, it is. It's past 12 now. We're probably just coming on after the. I usually have lunch around 11:45 to 12:25, and so they're just getting back to. Everybody here is just getting back to work, maybe. From Canada, basement shut-in. Have it on. Yeah, I like that, Daniel. Work is worship. That's true. I like that. That makes sense. I've heard that before, actually. Okay, there's some people under the Starship, huh? Let me see if I can get a few more shots of this, and then maybe I'll check out over there at the Starship. This is a pretty big structure, and we got it right in front of us, so no point in not getting the footage while we're here. In like 2 minutes, I'll get a shot of the Starship, okay? Give me 2 minutes. Let me just cover this a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna pan up. I'm gonna pan left, right, and then tilt up a little bit. Next one is, yeah, smash the like if you hear this channel and you like it. Smash a like. So we can see all these ropes here. These will probably get attached to some piece on the bottom. Probably, maybe this this kind of area that we're seeing here. I'll use my hand. Maybe this area here, this whole scaffolding here. Maybe that'll get taken off when they do the actual test. And then we'll, maybe that's just there so that they can connect these upper straps to the lower part, hydraulics to the straps. If those are hydraulics, then I would imagine then that's there to help that connection get made. Yeah, Daniel, there is a $1.99 membership to join the channel at the beginning, or at the more affordable level. As if you get more passionate, there are the other levels as well. So I think it's join or something is the way to do it. Let me tilt up here. Press the join button, huh? And then you'll see all the options. Okay, so that's how it's done. Good stuff. Thanks, Johnny. 3 on 3. And Michael. Thank you. All right, so I will move to the left here, and we'll get a shot of the base beneath the Starship there. See, apparently there's some people under there. I'll tilt here to the left. We'll get a shot up here as well. You see the tower there with the chopsticks spread apart. They lifted that table into position after the last live stream this morning, August 3rd, 2022. So there is a table up under the Starship right now, so there's not going to be any booster firing while that table's in position. The last live stream we did here, they were just rolling it under the table, under the overlaunch platform, but when I last checked before leaving that area, they had lifted into position. So it is currently under the overlaunch platform. All right. Looks like there was a bunch of that scrap metal from the base of the booster here before. Remember those pieces over here from the base of the old from the booster 7, and they have moved that, maybe that into the dumpster over there or something. But there was a bunch of those thresholds or the bottom of the booster fairings or whatever that aren't there on the pavement anymore. So. All right, I'm gonna pick up the camera here. We'll move to the left. About 10 seconds. Here we go. So the last time I got this shot, the crane, the Marvin crane, was repositioning over the pad A, and it ended up attaching to the booster while they decompressed it. So the Starship 24, while they decompressed it. So the crane had attached to the Starship there for several days while they did that work. And now it's standing on its own. So whatever they did, maybe whether the hatch was open and they were working on it or whatever, it is standing on its own on its own bottom there. The crane is over here to the left of the main gate. You can see it there on the top, right over here. Okay, so zoom in to the base of the Starship. Yeah, so if you live in the Brownsville area, you got any pressure washing you need done, contact me here at OCEAN. I do some pressure washing, and there is a pool that might be a job to clean a pool, and that might be several $100s. So that could, if the bid gets approved and everything comes through, that might carry me over for a week or so. Hey Alan, good stuff. Oh, who the VIPs are? Let me zoom in there. I don't see anyone over there right now, but maybe there's some people under there. Good stuff. They may have moved to the right. I saw some people with hats just walking over here, over in this direction. But I'll zoom in, see if we can see anybody. There is somebody. There are a couple people over there by the base of the can crusher, walking around with hats. But we'll check out here first. Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, I don't know what test tank this is. I was thinking it was just a 7.1 brought out again, but if anyone knows which test tank this is, let us know. Alan. And Johnny 3-on-3. But Basement Shut In, you made the stream here. Thank you so much. So there is some type of lift under the cherry picker under there, but it's not lifted up at the moment. Looks like they have some stairs on the right side of the Starship base there. Don't really see any activity over there. Maybe people are just still getting back from lunch. Or maybe they walk somewhere else here on the pad. Maybe we'll get to see them as they leave. Daniel Lynn, welcome. Falcon Heavy OCSC member, Ocean Camera Space Corp. Nice. Welcome, Daniel. Basement, good stuff. Thank you. So if anyone has any CNC work, alright, we got some fencing at the Starship right now. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Daniel. Tilt down a little bit more. I'll be able to get a little closer zoom there. Okay, here we go. So they still have a lot of that dirt over there to the right with the gravel and stuff. A couple colors of stuff. Maybe some caliche. They're probably still working on the far side there of the Starship and Starship and launch pad A and B over there. I'll get have to look at it today and see how it looks. Because they may be building a big parking lot on the far side there of that Starship. Shot here to the right, zoom out, get a shot. See, today there aren't that many vehicles here across the road, so maybe they were planning to do a road closure or something, or maybe they still are. if they do and I'm still here, I'll set up the camera and I'll get a shot of whatever is going to happen. Okay, the sheriff has his flashing lights on just down the ways there. Let me get that shot here. To the left by the tank farm. I just looked in that direction and let me tilt up with the camera here. You can kind of see it. Lower the tripod a little bit. Do it some more. So that's something considerable for the lights to be blinking on the sheriff over there. That might mean something. Might mean nothing, but it could mean something. Let me go back to where I was standing to the right here, maybe a little further to the right, see if we can see anything happening under the booster or something like that. Otherwise, possibly, we can also see here to the left, there aren't many vehicles on this side of the road either. So, you know, that usually happens when something's going to happen that day. There's a lot of the employees stay over there at the build site or stay home or something. Not many people here at the moment. I do admit that when people say I have the best commentary, I get a little self-conscious when that happens. So, yeah, I'm a little self-conscious now. Let me set up the tripod again. All right, we're gonna move to the right here. So there was some venting here just now from the booster on the Starship. Captain says earlier crews were recoding the base of Pad B with a new coat of Martite, possibly another static fire of Starship 24. Okay, so maybe something there over there with the Starship. Okay. Well, there's a shot I can get if I set up the camera further, just if we go around this bend here and we go down the road toward the build site. I can set up the camera over there so that we get a shot of the Starship and the booster, and that might be the better shot today. If they do a road closure, I'll set up the camera as I drive away. I'll go around that corner, set up the camera real quick, and keep driving. Okay, Captain says Martite is a ceramic epoxy that helps protect steel and the concrete base from the rocket exhaust. Wow, M-A-R-T-Y-T-E. Martite is a ceramic epoxy. Epoxy, a lot of times epoxy will dry within about either a couple minutes or maybe half an hour, or maybe it'll take several hours depending on how thick that epoxy is. Some people even like use a vacuum or whatever to get all the bubbles out. I'm not sure. I don't think they're concerned about any bubbles, but so let me read that once more. Martite is a ceramic epoxy. It helps protect steel and the concrete base from the rocket exhaust. Wow. Great day for a static fire, says No Enemies. Wow. Yeah, it's a good day for a static fire. So what do we see over there? We see there is a lift on the Starship right now. So they're gonna have to move that out of the way, and there's another blue lift to the right there and a bunch of other equipment here. I believe they would want to move out of the way for a static fire, like Maybe some of this is rental equipment or whatever. Yeah, I don't think they would install it beneath the. I don't think they would keep it there during the static fire. But there's some blue lifts over to the right of that pile of gravel and stuff. The ceramic coating. Oh yeah. So did they install the Martite? Okay. I'll get a shot of the base of the tower from this, just right here, about 30 seconds. Here we go. Let's pause here. There are some people underneath the can cruncher here. They just raised the platform under booster 7, says Dan's. Not sure about static fire. Yeah, same too. Yeah, I saw that as well, Dan. They did raise that table, the Raptor table under the booster. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. There's some, a lot of people walking around over there. Captain says, if you remember, some of the earlier ship tests had chunks of what was thought to be concrete flying out during a static fire. It was actually the Martite shattering and flying out. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I mean, not good, but that's what it was, huh? The ceramic epoxy. Wow. How to gift a membership. I don't know if that's possible, but it's a great idea. I can imagine different people you want to gift it to, like some of the presidents of the United States, or some other people, or a friend or something. Yeah, that's a great idea. I don't know if that's possible. Hey, Rupert. Thank you. Gary says $sign under the chat. Ron asked about doing a live stream from over there at the Dome and Ring Yard. Yeah, I could give that a shot. Thanks, Ron. I'll take a look. Get a zoomed out shot here briefly. Yeah, I think the success of this channel is just due to the people. I mean, I do a good job too, but due to everybody here, is not just me, you and other people are what, what make this what it is. So I've made it what it is, everybody. So thank you, I appreciate it. Hey Patricia. Yeah, everyone's watching Artemis, huh? I got you. We're on. Good stuff. Good to know. Thanks. So that piece at the top, I believe, is connected to that very piece at the top pipe is, you've probably seen this in the past if you've been around a while, but if you're new to the stream or new to this item here, can crusher, and this, I believe this is connected to, at the top, that pipe coming out the top, connected to some pressure valves. And I think they have at least one or two different valves up there, so they can maybe change the pressure relief whenever they want or something. You know? Yeah, smash a like if you like it. Whenever you're watching this, wherever you watch it from, and however you're feeling, it's always good to press that like button. All right, Johnny 3003 says clicking the bell doesn't hurt either. The angry astronaut says in his videos, that's what the angry astronaut says. Yeah, I've watched the angry astronaut too. He's a good guy. I like his stuff. Yep. I think it's just important, really important to realize that the public sector has so many astronauts that we've had in the public sector, but in the military sector they have thousands of astronauts, which nobody knows about, but they have thousands of astronauts, if not a lot more. They have thousands of astronauts. In the public sector we have a much smaller number of astronauts. That's what I believe it was. Who said that? It was somebody that said that. It may have been. I'm not quite sure of the source on that, but I have heard that from someone I consider to be reliable. There was a air show this last weekend over South Padre Island, and during that time frame there were several jets and different aircraft that flew over the launch site here. It was pretty exciting. I'm sure a lot of the photographers and YouTubers got some of those shots. I got a little bit of it, but I did enjoy a lot of it as well. So there we go. The sheriff is pulling to the gate here. There's still that one all the way down the ways by the beach. I don't see anyone getting cleared out yet, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna go get that shot of the tower that I was thinking of getting. So I'm gonna move to the right here. About maybe up to 30 seconds to get that shot. Here we go. There we go. This is a good shot. So there's a microphone on the front of this camera, so there's maybe some noise coming from that. I can block off these 3 mics individually or all together, so, but for now I'll leave it. Then we have some wind sound right now. Maybe I should block off that front mic. Let me try that out here. Just a minute. All right, the front mic is blocked, everybody. Oh, it sounded fine? Okay. Well, if it got worse, let me know, but I did block that front mic. Yeah, so that table is much better. Good stuff. Thanks. Ron, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, the wind was coming from that direction, southeast, and that's the way we're looking right now. So that mic was right in the wind, direct wind. Get a shot of the whole booster there. Tilt up here. Here we go. Tilting up. Booster tower. I can't get it all in one shot. Let's see, try it again. The audio cut out a bit. Okay. It might be just my voice is going down, or it could be that front mic was helping out though. But we're getting quite a bit of wind right now too. All right, they got those chopsticks pretty high up on the tower there. Let me tilt up some more. I think the last we checked, we were at 86 Fahrenheit. As the day goes on a little bit, it'll get hotter for sure. If the audio is still bad, I'll change that mic. But if you'd like to know the weather here, just do an exclamation mark weather. Oh, it's cutting out. Okay. I'm not continuously talking, so okay, I'm dropping out, huh? Okay. Let me take that thing off then. All right, I took that mic cover off. The weather is 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 Celsius. The winds from the southeast at 17 miles an hour, 27 kilometers. So 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 17 miles an hour wind, and the humidity is 76%. So there's an SPMT just to the left of the Marvin crane there too. Let me move forward here. Over by the beach, the sheriff has moved once more and is no longer there with the flashing lights. I don't know if the sheriff that we saw come here on site was that sheriff, or maybe that sheriff went to the beach, but I don't see anyone over there right now with there isn't in this view anyone over there with flashing lights, so not sure what that means. Okay, I'm on a tilted piece of ground here. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Hey, go back to this shot over here. I believe if they decide to close the pad or do some testing, that they will move out the people who are here and maybe do an announcement over the loudspeaker, say in so many minutes such and such pad area will be cleared, you know, and then maybe they'll start the road closure around that time. Degrees in Nevada, not too bad. It says no enemies. Great, good for you. Wow, pretty hot over there. Patricia says in Alameda it's a blistering 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's pretty hot. well, if you like it, good. If you'd like some hotter weather, I don't know what to say. Good for you. It's a nice area though. Perfect for you, huh? The 87 degrees is perfect. I got you. I'm gonna go check my truck. I think I have some eggs boiling in the hot cooker. I'm gonna take them out, maybe put some rice into the hot cooker, and I'll be back soon. I'll leave the camera. Zoom out here for a second. I'll get on camera. I haven't been on camera today. How you doing? Ocean Camera Space Corp. I got some lentils here. I got the rice, couldn't find the rice, but I've got some lentils and hard-boiled eggs just finished up. Ocean Camera Space Corp. Once I get that inverter, it let me be able to cook things in the rice cooker. So I just boiled some eggs over there, and I got some be able to do some cooking at a I think it takes about 800 watts in the rice cooker. So yeah, it's a nice hat. Thanks guys. No enemies, Martin. Thank you. I'm gonna put this lentil in that rice cooker. See. Okay, I'm back. We'll see what's going on here. I got this hat at Home Depot. They had these on for sale. They had these priced at $20 a hat. They had some more expensive ones too with holes, but yep. Martin, I have seen the hat of Jessica's hat. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, I've seen her wear a hat too. Yeah, there's a lot of sun here. That's true. The good thing about good thing about this area, there's a lot of sun. So they have been putting in a lot of the big palm trees, but some of the younger trees, some of the younger plants, there's a lot of wind, so it's maybe tough for the different trees and things to start growing initially. But once maybe if they bring in those more mature trees like they have been doing here at SpaceX and watering them, then it's a good shot going forward. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Patricia. You gotta watch out for cancer, huh? Yeah. Let me zoom in on an area over here where there's doing a bunch of work. We'll get a little better shot than this. Just a minute. I'm not sure what they're doing over there, but it looks pretty, it's cool, pretty cool. I've liked to watch construction sites since I was a younger kid. When I was young, I mean, less than 10 years old, we used to, I'm half Greek, so we would go to Greece for the summer throughout my younger years. We were probably 9 or 11 years old. I was going to Greece every summer. spent 2 to 3 years at a camp there, usually one or the other of a camp over in Greece. And so kind of I would learn to think in Greek and everything else. But while over there, since I really couldn't talk with people, I would watch the construction of big water parks and other stuff like that. They built a lot of the buildings over there while we were on site over there in Greece at the camp over the summer. But I used to like to watch the cement, concrete work and everything else. This is kind of a similar thing. So yeah, travel early in life. That's right, Patricia. Very rewarding. I used to think in Greek, so when everybody there spoke Greek, nobody spoke English. So my brother and sister were there most of the time too. So, coming back from those trips, it'd be like 2 to 3 months in a country with all Greek kids. I'd be thinking and answering in Greek when I got back here to the United States. Someone asked me a question, I'd reply to them in Greek. It took a little while to change it back to English. Yeah, pretty nice. Martin, I don't know enough about the SLS to make an educated guess. All I can say is the government is, when the government builds something, it's not as good as when the private sector builds it, and that's my opinion. And yeah, NASA is just another name for the U.S. government. So. Would you trust if the government said they're going to reduce your taxes and to balance the budget this year? Would you trust anyone in the government to tell you that? Would you trust anyone in the government to do something the best, cheapest way possible? Would you trust anyone in the government to build a vehicle for you, like a car or a truck? Would you buy a truck made by the government? Yeah, those are just some examples. It used to be that the government was just for war and for something else. There were like two purposes for the government, and the rest was for the states to do individually. And now it's kind of like the states and everybody else works for the government, and the government is the most important. It used to be that the people were the most important, but now it's like the status of being in the government and the exclusivity and rewards and the benefits you get from being a lawmaker or a leader outshine the public itself. So we've kind of twisted the older way of it being, and now it's, instead of the government helping the people, it's the people helping the government. Who's serving who, kind of thing. At least here in the United States, in the year 2022. Right now, these central bankers are buying up. The bond market is being controlled by the central bankers, and as people sell off their bonds, the bond market spikes because instead of as demand, with more demand, things usually get more expensive, and with less demand, they become cheaper. In a different way with bonds, with the bond market, the 10-year treasury, etc. As people buy them, it becomes cheaper, and as they sell them, it becomes more expensive. So the treasury market kind of works in reverse to the normal. In stocks, as more people buy a stock, it goes up, right? And as they sell, it goes down. It's a different way, opposite way around when it comes to bonds. As people buy the bonds, it becomes cheaper, and as they sell them, the bonds become more expensive. So as people sell off their debt, their government debt, their other debt, the bonds spike. So we've seen the bond market spike in the last few days, and what we've also been seeing the pattern we've been seeing in the last 2 months is that the central banks or the ECB or the Federal Reserve have announced that they would be doing certain things, like the ECB said unlimited bond buying. So the bonds price decreased there for a few days or a week or so, and now we've seen the 10-year yield rise as people sold off more of their bonds. And maybe we'll see the Federal Reserve or some of the other central bankers around the world start buying up the bonds again, and the bond market will go down again. And as the 10-year yield goes down, people will go back into stocks. The stock market will go up once the bond market goes down. So far we haven't seen that. I'm not looking at the stock market right now, and I don't normally do it, but I do look at it throughout the day just to kind of have an idea of what's going on. I like to watch Gregory Mannarino in the morning and also in the evening. Another guy is Chuck Barone. So those two guys, Chuck Barone and Gregory Mannarino, and they talk a lot about the bond market and the other stuff like that. So maybe so just think about that. The government or the central bankers are buying up the government bonds or the treasury bonds. So, and maybe some of the other bonds from the different businesses throughout the country. So they're directly buying up they're supporting the whole stock market by buying up the bonds. So as the bond market gets bought into by the Fed and the central bankers, then the price of the 10-year yield and everything else goes down, and the stock market goes up. It's not to say that they don't buy stocks directly, the Fed, the central bankers, etc., that they might be buying these stocks as well to make them go up, but they are controlling the market through moving the bond market. Well, Martin says the euro is exactly the same as $1 at the moment. Wow. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not going to get into politics, etc. But I don't know if any president is free of the influence of the central bankers or whoever else controls how things actually work here. There are people who work for the government or for the corporations that make up the government who are not elected. So it doesn't matter who the cabinet or the executive staff are or the president is. It's somewhat whoever got those people into office is who they kind of make the policy, you know. Yeah, and I don't even, just for example, I don't know if Mother Teresa was a good person or a bad person, but if Mother Teresa was a good person and she become president of the United States when she was alive, I don't even know if Mother Teresa could have done anything about it, because the president doesn't make the policy. It's everybody else that makes the policy. There are some presidents who speak more vocally and attempt to make a change, but it's really the people around who are unelected who control the finance who make the policy. Is my belief. You don't have to agree with me. All right, so that's about all I see right now. Let me tilt here to the right. I'll pan to the right, I'll pan to the left, I'll pan up and tilt up and down, pan left and right, get all the shots. Hey John, Seeger, John Seeger, good stuff. Starship looks pretty good. I haven't really seen a lot of work being done on the Starship, so if I were to guess today, if there were a road closure, I would say it would be with the Starship, because the booster has a table under it. The Starship is there on its own, just hanging out there. The can crusher here isn't ready to be crushed yet or tested. They got a lot of work to do on this so far today. They gotta tie up all these ropes and everything else. And the booster over here on the left is they're doing a lot of work with different cherry pickers on it right now, and they got that table underneath. So that's what's happening. Sitting pretty, yeah. Sitting pretty. Patricia. Hopper's all, yep. Let me get that shot again of you. Looks like enjoying the Starship right now. Go like this. There we go. That's good. I'm gonna go check on that those lentils, and I'll be back soon. Gotta go check the lentils, the food. Yeah, the lentils are done. Look at that, everybody. Lentils. So they're done. I'm gonna put them in the front seat of the truck. They gotta cool off a little bit, but yeah, lunch is coming up, everybody. Okay. Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, Barbara's off. Yep. I've got 2 marine batteries in addition to the battery of the truck in the truck, and then I have a 2,000 watt pure sine wave inverter, and I've got a charger, and that's how it works. You got a 2,000 watt pure sine wave inverter, you got some hefty marine batteries, and solar panel, 435 watt solar panel as well. I was selling solar panels for a while, but the supplier ran out of solar panels, so I think I should chat with some of the people who are supplying the panels again, see if they got any more we can start selling, because I was making some money when I was selling those panels. So Eggs and Aiken right now says no enemies, eating. Good stuff, good stuff. Sorry, let me get the Starship there in the view again. There we go. think I would have to just get it outright. Just focus on the Starship. It's so tall that it's gonna get it straight on there. I'm going to move my truck to the left of this camera, and I'll keep this camera going, and then I'll have lunch and I'll leave everything still running. But I think it's time to let's do lunch. Can't hurt to keep it going, and it'll be a little windy. I can block a couple of the mics here. Other than that, I think we're good to go. Thank you. I'll leave 2 of the mics open, but I'm going to block at least a few of them. I'll get the other one in a minute. Let me know if this is a good shot, or if you want me to get a picture or something else. I can zoom out, or what kind of shot you'd like for the next 15-20 minutes. Zoomed out, zoomed in. Okay, I'll leave it zoomed in. Thanks for tuning in. If there's ever anything I can do for you, let me know. Glad to chat with you. I'm going to pull the truck over and have lunch. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, better to stay with this Piper's all? Okay, thanks. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you. move this a little bit to the left here. Hey, Rohan. All right, good stuff. Good stuff.